HBM got a Warblade too. It's already a good day.
Notice how what's fucking thing. Another bunny. Get out.
Again, try to make your way up the parkour. If you're having trouble between pins A2 and A3, there's a little route right in the middle you have to walk up to, then jump over the route, and then you go all the way up to A3, jump across A4. Their summon gates are a little more than half gone now, so another like 2 minutes here before we'll start throwing our summon gates up and pushing them behind them. So let's get everyone up here at outside the zone, outside of pin 1, so that we're here ready to push in. And then we'll throw summon gates after we do our initial push. Let's do that as possible. Get up the parkour outside of the pin 1 area. Wales has a res stone right there. Once again, make your way up here to where all their summon gates are. But all of you who are stuck here jumping, just go to the right. Go to the right. Walk up the rock instead. Yeah, walk up the rock, that is. Right, walk. Okay, the summon gates are down. Okay, so we're gonna leave one advisor or guild leader outside to summon, and everyone else is gonna get ready to push in. We're gonna push in hard against pin 3. We're gonna push in hard against pin 3 and try to get on top of those redstones. They'll come in at half HP on them. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're pushing in hard through pin 2 over to pin 3. We need to get lots of damage down on top of these redstones as we're killing them, because they'll come in at half life on top of these redstones, guys. Make sure you're wiping the people who come in. You have Singular is right in there. Singular's right in there. Make sure you kill that Cordy crossbow user. Singular or Cordy crossbow user. Mark him, shoot him, kill him. Okay, let's throw those guild summon gates up. If you die, make sure you take the summon gate back and get back into the fight immediately. We are trying to hold pin 2, pin 3 area now. We're trying to hold the pin 3 area. Trying to wipe them completely off of this pin 2 to pin 3 side. There's Pineapple has a resurrection stone underneath the grapples, so if you're a staff user, make sure you're throwing damage down underneath us. Again, we're trying to wipe everyone up here. Keep pushing, keep trying to wipe all of these guys. Watch the grapples. They've got lots of people coming up the grapples, guys. Get all these people who are coming up the grapple. Singular's down at the bottom of the grapple. Watch out. Singular just came up the grapple. Singular came up the grapple. Watch out for this 40 spin. We need CC on Singular. Okay, nice job, guys. Nice job. Okay, and we're diving into the arena in 3, 2, 1. We're diving into the arena, and we're looking to wipe Eclipse, Whales, Pineapple, PDA. Those are the people who we're focusing. We don't kill anyone else. Pins 4 to 5. Pins 4 to 5. Pineapple, Whales, PDA. Pineapple, Whales, PDA. Pins 4 to 5. Get in there, drop all your AoEs. Get as much kills as you can. That's the only thing we care about. Whales, top of the contribution right now. Find Whales members. Make sure we're killing the Whales members. Whales still top of the contribution, guys. Make sure we're getting in there and killing the Whales members. Stop, so I'm running back. Take the summon gate again. If you die, don't run back up. Use the summon gate. Use the summon gates. You still have summon gates up, guys. Take that summon gate. Get up there. Take the summon gate, immediately get back in. We're gonna start fighting at pins 2 to 3 again. Pins 2 to 3 again. Get in, start throwing AoEs between pins 2 to 3 again.
Singular is back on the platform.
So we're watching out for Singular.
Right hand side.
If you're a staff player and you can get in above on top of these, on top of all these rocks, get up on top of these rocks, throw damage in from above. There's a ton of people just like super stacked up right here. You got a really good opportunity to just get a ton of damage. Again, we're looking for Whales members to kill primarily. They have most of the contribution right now. We still have summon gates. We should be taking those summon gates back up and pushing it against pin 2. Trying to get up from above, you have to do a roll dodge jump. The jump and then roll dodge at the top. There you go, there you go, you guys are getting it. I know it's a little hard with how laggy it is. Okay, if you haven't used your redstone, use your redstone now. And again, we're still pushing. We're trying to hold the pin 2, pin 3 platforms.
No, I fell off.
Trying to hold the pin 2, pin 3 platform. There's still a lot of them there. Again, if you can get up on top, get up on top. Okay, we've got to hold in pin 2. We need to push over to pin 3. We've got to hold the pin 2. We need to push over to pin 3, guys. Push over to pin 3. Push past the few tanks who are still holding pin 2 and push over to pin 3. Wipe the rest of these guys here. We can hold this. We can hold control of this platform, guys. We need to get control of this platform and hold it. We need to hard hold this platform. We're not diving into the arena. We need to hard hold this platform. Don't get stacked up too hard or you're going to get killed by these vacuums. And again, watching the grapples. Lots of them coming up the grapples right now. Lots coming up the grapples, guys. Watch the grapples. Tons coming up the grapples. Tons coming up the grapples. We need lots of AoEs on top of the grapple, guys. Lots of AoEs on top of the grapple. There's like 40 people on top of the grapple right now. If you die, choose resurrect in a safe place. Use the parkour that we practiced. Back up the right-hand side. Singular's at pin 2 right now. Make sure we're killing Singular at pin 2. Do not let this Cordy crossbow spin happen. Singular at pin 2. Make sure we're killing Singular at pin 2. It looks like lots of them came back in up the grapple again. Again, just resurrect at a safe place. Use the parkour to get up. Again, between pins A2 and A3 in the middle. There's a roof. You have to walk up to it, then jump. It looks like we got quite a few people outside the PvP zone. Just keep gathering up there. Keep gathering up outside the PvP zone, outside of pin 1. Gather up outside of pin 1. Gather up outside of pin 1. Make sure you guys are stacking up with your parties. Get ready to push. All right, and we're going to party buff in 3, 2, 1. Party buffs and push. Party buffs and push. Again, we're pushing to try to gain control of pin 2. Gain control of pin 2. Push in, try to gain control of pin 2 so that we can push past it onto pin 3. Okay, there's a lot of tanks standing right underneath pin 2. Need to make sure that we're not getting too stacked up on top of them, and we're pushing into their back line. There's a lot of staff players back behind pin 2, between pin 2 and pin 3. Push into their staff players behind them so we're not all just eating meteor. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Keep pushing past all of these tanks. Okay, again, we're just trying to take over the pin 2 to pin 3 platform and hold. All we want to do is take over this platform and hold. We have parties who have contributions. We don't have to get any more. We just have to take over, hold, and keep wiping. The more we fight, the better it is for us at this point. Okay, there's a lot of people on the ground between pins 2 and pin 3. There's a lot down in this like in the little pond here between pins 2 and 3, guys. We need to get a lot more damage in there. Singular is down in the pond between pins 2 and pin 3. We're mostly getting wiped out of this side again, so it's okay. You're still alive. Try to make your way out. We'll start grouping up outside of pin 1 again. Start grouping up outside of pin 1 again. Yeah, the staff users are really hard to target. It's a really good position if you can get up on top of it. If you climb up to outside of pin 1 above A4, you can keep going up the rocks behind it and fly in on top of them. Fly in on top of those staff users. Okay, everyone who's stuck here jumping, you have to do a roll dodge jump. You have to jump up and roll dodge at the height, at the top of your jump. Really hard with how laggy it is. Looks like we got a lot of people outside the zone now. Hey, stack up with your parties. Get stacked up with your parties. If you're not already up, guys, just go ahead and go around to the bottom. If you're not already up to the top, it's okay. Go around to the bottom. Get ready to push in. Get stacked up with your party. Get ready to head to push in 3, 2, 1. Party buffs out. Party buffs out. Start pushing in. Push in. You need to dive in to get against pin 2. Dive in against pin 2. If you can get in on top of these pillars, get in on top of these pillars. We've got a good foothold in here, but we need to push against pin 3. They've still got a bunch of people at pin 3, guys. We need to push past these tanks and get into pin 3. Get all the way into pin 3. We need to wipe these guys on pin 3 and start watching the grapples. Lots of them coming up to grapple again. Right now. Yep, there's a ton of them getting ready to come up to grapple. Lots coming up to grapple. Lots and lots coming up to grapple. Make sure our spear players are ready. Singular is at pin 2 right now. Singular is coming in behind you guys. Singular is at pin 2 to pin 3. Singular is at pin 3. You need to kill Singular. Okay, great job. Nope, Singular's still alive. He's about to spin on you guys at pin 3. Do you see him? Nice job, nice job. Okay, now the grapple has a lot of people coming up it. Let's start getting all of our AoEs right on top of the grapple, guys. Right on top of the grapple. All the AoEs we got right on top of the grapple. Keep pushing those grapples. Keep pushing that grapple. their respawns are coming up the grapple, guys. All their respawns are coming up the grapple. If you're respawning and you can come and fight them at the bottom of the grapple, everyone's just trying to come up the grapple right now. Okay, we still have a position here. We still have a position here, guys. We can still get in. We still have pin 2. We still have pin 2. Just push in from pin 2 and try to kill these guys on top of the grapple. There's still a ton of them over here. Primary targets are whales and pineapple. They have most of the contribution. Like we are mostly getting wiped here, so we're gonna go ahead and start pulling, grouping up outside again. We're gonna start grouping up outside again. We still got lots of time left. We don't want to go to the other side because all of the other alliances are on the other side of the platform, and we really need to contest Pineapple's flag. So we want to keep pushing on this side. Use the parkour, make you guys' way up, stay outside. If you can get up the backside, if you're confident you can get up the backside and take the long or the high fly in, do that. Summon gate should be about 6 minutes out. I don't know if we're gonna get another round of them.
Are we on our next push? We should just once we get control of 2 or 3ish, we just send it to the platform and kill whales.
Yep, they're all on there. Down with that. Okay, once again, we're grouping up outside, guys. Group up outside. Don't get picked off at pin 2 right now. We need to be grouping up outside. We don't want to be getting picked off. We want to have our full power for this. Again, we're going to try to get in, get control, and then push into the arena next time. So let's get as many people up here as possible. If you haven't made your way up to the very top yet, that's fine. Just go ahead and go back around to the side so that we can all push in together. Back around to the side, get ready to push in, Get stacked up with your parties close to the zone, close to getting into the zone. Stacked up with your parties close to the zone, guys. Okay, and we're gonna push in 3, 2, 1. Party bus out, party bus out, party bus out. Get in. They're not on 2, They're giving us 2 completely for free right now. Get into 2 and hard push against 3. Singular is on pin 3 right now. Make sure that we're targeting Singular if we can see him. Target Singular. Make sure we don't let that Cordy crossbow get a ton of kills. Okay, Singular's at the top of the ramp. Singular's on pin 2. Great job from our staff players. Keep blasted. They still have lots of players on pin 3, guys. We need to push against pin 3 so that we can dive into the arena. We need to push against pin 3 so we can dive into the arena. Okay, we almost have control of pin 3, guys. Everyone over here is super low HP. Everyone on pin 3 is low HP. They're all under half. We just need a little bit more at pin 3, guys. A little bit more at pin 3. Look at this stack of people who are all low health. We just need a little bit more damage at pin 3, guys. Okay, if you're on the platform, if you're on the pin 2 to pin 3 side, you need to get ready to dive into the arena. We're going to dive into the arena in 1 second here. Okay, and start diving into the arena. Disengage from anyone on the platform and dive into the arena. Everyone stacked up from the Cordy mechanic right now. Dive into the arena. Primary target, whales. Any whales members that you can see. They're all sitting stacked up by the boss mechanic, guys. If you see any whales members, make sure you're hitting them. Whales and pineapple. We got a lot of kills there, guys. Whales still has most of the constitution. don't actually see that many of them on the platform right now. Can someone see Cordy's HP? We have 2 minutes for our summons. Okay, we're gonna group up outside again. We're grouping up outside. As soon as your guild summon is ready, go ahead and throw it.
Still adding in.
What's loss of HP? Okay, we're gonna push in now, we're gonna push in now, we're gonna push in now. They've completely abandoned pin 2. We can push in against pin 3. Yeah, we need to push in against pin 3 right now. We need to wipe. There's only a couple people here at pin 3. Kill these guys and get ready to dive in. Kill these guys and get ready to dive in. Don't let these Wales players get past us. Don't let these Wales players get past us. Okay, and we're diving into the center. We're diving into the center. Wales are primary. Wales are primary. The swan icon is the primary target, guys. Swan icon is primary target. Anyone who has a swan is primary target. Wales and pineapple are the main targets. Wales and pineapple, main targets. Make sure you're using your guardians. Make sure you're using your fucking artifact. Everything that you got right now for this push. Get in there and hit anyone you can hit. Hard push against them. There's a ton of kills right now. Tons of kills. Good job, guys. You're getting huge wipes on them. Everybody needs to, our PvP parties or PvE parties need to be inside the zone, not to die. You need to be inside the zone. Make sure you're not in danger. Inside the zone, but not in danger. Push in if you can push in. If you're here, make sure you're diving onto the arena right now. Hit the boss, get kills. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Hey, Cordy's dead. Obviously, tons of items are down, so make sure you dive in and check if any of them are yours, especially if you're a PvE party member. Again, make sure we're diving into the arena and checking if any of this loot is ours. There's still a ton of items on the ground. Just a ton of items on the ground. There's still multiple weapons, accessories, and helmets left. There's still 2 greatswords on the ground. Okay, 1 minute left on PvP. Build 2 greatswords, Infernal Demon Pack tucked on the ground. Okay, 13 seconds left on PvP. Alright, PvP's over. Once again, if you hit the boss even a